Bellaire Big Reds and Cambridge Bobcats. Brought to you by Respecs, Marcy Radio and TV, Gold Quarry and Torac, Shield Alloy, Cardinal Motors, State Park Motors, and Schwartz Homes Incorporated.
At More for Less in Bellaire, we take pride in offering only USDA choice meats and grade A fresh poultry. Make More for Less your destination for quality and savings. We salute the Bellaire Big Reds on another great season.
A crowd of candidates is running on the Democratic ticket for Belmont County Commissioner. There's one candidate that you can pick out of a crowd. John Kalarick is an experienced Democrat and successful businessman.
John Kalarick has a new vision to grow Belmont County into the 21st century, bringing production industries that pay decent wages to Belmont Countyans, strengthening water, sewer, and roadway systems, encouraging our children and grandchildren to remain in Belmont County.
Vote for the future. Vote for the candidate who stands out in a crowd. Vote for John Kalarick on Tuesday, March 19th.
I'm really getting frustrated. I get hit by an uninsured driver, and my insurance company only wants to fix my car. What can I do?
Did you know you can collect from your own uninsured motorist coverage? This applies to underinsured coverage as well. You should call an experienced law firm because your insurance company is not in business to tell you about additional benefits you may be entitled to by law.
The right attorney can make a difference. Call Gold, Corey, and Turak at 845-9750.
For great Texan cooking east of West Texas, visit West Texas Roadhouse in St. Clairsville, Ohio. West Texas Roadhouse.
10 great reasons to buy at a Whiteside Auto Dealer. 3 convenient locations to serve you. If you don't have a Whiteside sticker on your car, you pay too much.
It's anniversary time at Cardinal Pontiac Buick GMC Truck, and we want to say thanks, Ohio Valley. Over the years, we've had lots of transformations. We've grown from a small dealership that held about 30 cars and trucks to now over 100. A bigger used car lot across the street, and a new service facility transformed from an old gas prep plant to a new, larger 6-bay garage. It's been a great 12 years, and we just want to say thanks to all of our customers. Cars and trucks are like eggs. They're always cheaper in the country.
And we're ready for basketball here in Athens. The Bellaire Big Reds in the white uniforms out on the floor. And in a moment, they will be joined out there by the Cambridge Bobcats, who will be wearing the blue uniforms. There are the starters for Cambridge: Dustin Ford, Jameel Turner, Jason Spencer, Tony Lilienthal, and Tony Cunningham. Bellaire: Jose Davis, Jerry Ammirante, Dusty Kinder, Grant Allen, and C.J. Surfos. We'll be talking more about those players individually as we get set here. It will be Cunningham to jump against Surfos, and the ball is in the air. Controlled by Cambridge and Jameel Turner. I'll explain the skinhead look here of the Bobcats as Dustin Ford unloads for 3. It is no good. And the rebound and the follow by Jameel Turner. And the Bobcats have a 2-0 lead. Davis works in the front court. And it's smacked out of bounds. Bellaire will retain possession.
Big thing to look at today, George. I think Jose Davis and Dustin Ford are both guys that like to penetrate, like to drive the lane, and get the hoop, the foul, and the 3 points the hard way.
Dusty Kinder to inbound on the near side as the Big Reds work to our left. Davis along the baseline. And it's a tie game at 2.
Lilienthal didn't get position, and Davis just moved right on through and put it up and in. Jose Davis, strong night the other night with 9 points right off the get-go in their game and against Proctorville-Fairland.
Somebody was trying to give Dustin Ford a haircut. They screwed the haircut up pretty badly, I understand, as you see the rejection there by Zerfos. And Bellaire now clears into the front court. Davis for 3. A three-pointer for Jose. And it's a 5-2 Bellaire lead as the Reds go on top for the first time.
He hasn't lost his touch from Wednesday night. 22 points in the first half the other night against Proctorville-Fairland. 33 for the game.
Anyway, the guy with the shears fouled up Dustin Ford's due. So everybody decided after he elected to just go have the whole thing shaved off to follow suit. So Cambridge fans wondering about the skinhead look. That's the best explanation I could get. Jameel Turner from downtown, and we're tied at 5. Jose walks it up against Turner. Davis again looks for the baseline. Cambridge with a rebound, and it was Dustin Ford,
the smallest guy on the floor, getting the board.
Ford shooting, no good. The rebound to Bellaire and Davis. We're tied at 5, 5:25 to go in the first period of what figures to be a very entertaining afternoon of basketball. Jerry Ammirante for 3, nothing but net. 8-5 as the Big Reds have scored on 2 consecutive three-point attempts. They lead by 3. Spencer deflected and taken by Bellaire.
That's the second time Cambridge has penetrated and been blocked.
Davis is fouled by Jameel Turner. A blocking call. And Bellaire will inbound underneath its own basket. As you see, Jose Davis, the multi-talented two-sport all-stater.
Let's take a look here on the replay of the block. Here comes the penetration by Cambridge. The shot, Jerry Ammirante is there to knock it away.
Meantime, right back to the action. It was C.J. Zerfas.
Zerfas had a big night against Fairland. He had 16 points. He's continually getting open down low. He's possibly your best leaper on the floor today.
Right off the inbound alley-oop. Now the ball is slapped away. 10-5, Bellaire leads. Turner will shoot. No good. Battle under the boards. The rebound and the follow by Justin Salzberger and a foul call.
Salzberger had just checked in moments ago when we were looking at that replay, and he's a guy that really does a lot for Cambridge's offense. He can come in, drive, and can also shoot well from the outside. Here's the action down low. He grabs the rebound up and in using his upper body, and he gets the foul. That going on C.J. Zerfas.
Salzberger trying to cap off a three-point play and does that. 10-7. Make it 10-8 now. Bellaire by 2 as Jose walks it up into the front court. Nice lob in underneath to Zerfas. Jose Davis the assist. 12-8 in favor of the Bellaire Big Reds.
And that's the play they used very effectively against Fairland Wednesday night. And as Bellaire's developed this season, Zerfas and Kinder have been a couple guys that have really taken on a lot more of the scoring punch.
Cunningham with the ball. Looks inside again. Salzberger with the layup as he beat his man on the baseline. It's 12-10. Cambridge back to within 2.
And that's what you like to see off your bench. Salzberger comes into the game, instant offense. He's got 4 points in less than a minute.
Kinder now Ammirante. 3.
Yeah, you can't leave Jerry Ammirante stand alone and shoot those because he'll kill you. He's already got 2 threes for Bellaire. They've got a 5-point lead.
Jerry A. did not play his best game in the regional semifinal against Fairland, but has come out cranking here in the first period tonight. Turner drives the middle, dishes off to Cunningham, and it's a traveling violation against Cambridge. Bellaire will have the ball and a 5-point lead.
But that's where Cambridge is good. They had a traveling violation there, but their guards like to penetrate. You've got to watch Dustin Ford and Jameel Turner. They'll both take the ball and drive the paint. And I'll tell you what, Jameel Turner, George, just has tremendous court vision. He knows where all of his teammates are as far as dishing off the ball.
Here is Jerry A. for 3 more, and he has found nothing but net on 3 consecutive three-pointers. And all of a sudden, Bellaire has a stunning 18-10 lead with 2:45 to go in the first period. Ford works and shoots. It is no good, in and out. Hustling for the rebound is Turner. Fadeaway jumper, good. 18-12 as the Bobcats, behind a large following from Guernsey County, pull back to within 6. Davis being harassed defensively by a very active Bobcat defensive unit. Foul is called, however, as you see Gene Ford. We got a couple of coaches in this game that are a couple of dandies in every way, shape, or form. Jose underneath.
Yeah, the passing down low to Jose, and Jose showed his athletic ability in one movement, caught the ball, turned around, and put it in the hole.
Jose averaging nearly 25 points per game. Bellaire by 8, 20-12. Ford. Awesome drive to the basket and a foul call. That is the magnificence of Dustin Ford. He learned that from his brother Gino, who plays his college ball on this floor. You can see he is not very big, but he is virtually impossible to stop driving to the hole.
Gino Ammirante told us yesterday that the biggest thing they're facing, the toughest post player they've seen all year. He's Dustin Ford, the smallest player on the floor, and he can take it to the hoop.
Think about that. He's 5'10", but he plays like a guy who's 6'10" because of his maneuvering ability in and around the basket.
And Gino was the same way, George.
20-14. Bellaire with the ball on a 6-point lead. Jose guarded, and it is the rebound to Lilienthal. Spencer from the corner. No good. Surfos pulls it down. Spencer may still be showing some signs of rust. He missed 13 games with a broken foot. But Cambridge has good depth this year, and the Bobcats managed to carry on without him. He is a big addition to their arsenal being back out there, however.
And there's a guy that's been out a while, Bobby Roth, with shoulder problems, and as he's come along after coming back from the injury, that's really helped Bellaire's depth.
Bounce pass gets away. Ammirante intended for Jose Davis, out of bounds, and a turnover. Bobcats will put it in play. Still 20-14 in favor of the Bellaire Big Reds with 1:02 showing here in the first period.
We talked about Bobby Roth as Ryan Morgan checks in the game for Jason Spencer for Cambridge. Roth with the shoulder injury after football season, missed much of the season, popped his shoulder here the other night, but popped it right back in. Bobby Roth is just a real tough, gunny performer, as we saw it all during football season.
Turner in traffic. They work it back out front to Lilienthal. Dustin Ford. That would be worth 3 points, but it is no good. Bellaire with good positioning for the rebounds. Here is Jose on the move. Ammirante. Too strong this time. Battle under the boards. And a fierce battle at that, taken away by Dustin Ford of Cambridge.
The battle of the boards. Zerfos was there, Kinder, and Dustin Ford gets out. It's just a scrappy guy under the boards. 15 seconds now in the first period left to go.
Both teams are enormously sound defensive teams and terrific rebounding teams, considering that neither has very big people. Ford no good, and the quarter will run to its conclusion. At the end of one on the Respect scoreboard, it is Bellaire 20, Cambridge 14. We'll be right back.
Big problem or minor adjustment? Let Varsity Radio and TV, skilled technicians with 52 years combined experience, answer your service needs. Available on-premise or in-home. Varsity specializes in quality RCA, GE, and Zenith products. Call 676-2714 for extended hours.
When it comes to choosing our next Belmont County Commissioner, Anita Wiley clearly is the best choice. She's one of us. Anita's a wife, mother, homemaker. Combine this with nearly 20 years of government experience, and she knows better than most what it takes to raise a family these days and the role government should play in our lives. And many area trade and craft organizations support her. They know she'll be looking out for the working men and women of our county, your friends, neighbors, and loved ones. Why Wiley? Why not? When experience counts, we can count on Anita Wiley.
At Alden Supply Company in Cambridge, we service a do-it-yourselfer, whether it be professional, industrial, or farming. Alden Supply Company, family-owned and operated since 1964.
Do you want a low down payment on a car? lower monthly payments and shorter terms, then you should lease a car from Cervelli Chevrolet Buick Olds Geo. Leasing from Cervelli can save you money.
The sports medicine program at Southeastern Ohio Regional Medical Center in Cambridge gives everybody a sporting chance. Make the best call in sports. Call our sports medicine team at 439-8977.
Because we really care, you know we specialize in you. That's why your family's health matters the most in all we do. Wheeling Hospital, we specialize in you.
Big problem or minor adjustment? Let Barcy Radio and TV, skilled technicians with 52 years combined experience, answer your service needs. Available on-premise or in-home. Barcy specializes in quality RCA, GE, and Zenith products. Call 676-2714 for extended hours.
Where you buy a car is one of the most important financial decisions you make.
At State Park Motors, we have by far the largest selection of used cars, trucks, and vans in the area.
For your convenience, each vehicle is clearly priced.
We know we can sell you the most vehicle for your money.
State Park Motors is easy to get to. We're just off the new Route 22 bypass on Route 43 in Wintersville, Ohio.
The more you know about buying a car, the more you'll want to know State Park Motors.
Bellaire 20, Cambridge 14. George Kellis along with Don Sloan as we view it from the Convocation Center at Ohio University. The usual story for Bellaire, the bulk of the scoring by Ammirante and Davis. Jerry A. with 3 3-pointers, a total of 9 points in a hurry, and Jose with 7. With regard to Cambridge, the Bobcats, Turner with 7 points, and Sulzberger with 5. Bellaire leads by 6.
And the most obvious thing here, Jerry Ammirante with the 3 threes and 9 points. Had a slow start the other night against Fairland before he got wound up. He had 17 points in that game. He has 9 already today.
Jerry looks inside for Jose, and he is called for traveling. I think one of the interesting things is you just saw an isolation shot of Gene Ammirante, the head coach. Both head coaches in this game are named Gene. Both have sons on the floor who are integral factors in the success of their teams. Dustin Ford of Cambridge, Jerry Ammirante, the sons of the head coaches respectively. A foul call here, I believe it's against Bobby Roth of Bellaire. Neither team is in the bonuses yet, so Cambridge will inbound underneath its own basket with Lilienthal. Turner on a nice drive came up short. Dusty Kinder clears it out, and Jose. Ammirante is wide open, no good. Roth the rebound. Jose probably should have taken the shot, lost control right there. Now Dustin Ford brings it the other way for 3. Dustin Ford, Bellaire's 20-12 lead has now been cut to 20-17.
And so much of Cambridge's offense keys off that ability for them to shoot the threes. Dustin Ford nailing that one. That opens things up for them to penetrate in the paint.
A foul call underneath.
That goes on Tony Lilienthal, and there was a lot of doubt whether or not he would even play today. Lilienthal hadn't practiced the previous 2 days. He's had the flu. The team came down yesterday. Lilienthal, though, did not come down until today. Here is Jerry Ammirante, the fake. And
you saw Lilienthal got it with the body. And so Jerry Ammirante will go to the free throw line. You are looking at high school basketball regional championship action on WTOV TV9. Ammirante makes the first free throw.
And Cambridge has gone back into their bench. Cunningham back into the game now as Morgan and Sulzberger go out. Spencer also in.
22-17 as Jerry A. cans a pair. The thing about these two coaches, too, is they will coach to the energy level that the players will play. A little short that time. Lilienthal pulled the string. 22-17, Bellaire with the ball and a 5-point lead. Davis double team, clears it back out to Ammirante. Long range, no good. Ball out of bounds to the Cambridge Bobcats. We're going to take a break and be back right after this.
From WTOV-TV, this is News 9 Now.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Joe Murgo. Well, it is going to be chilly overnight. Temperatures are going to fall down into the 30s, and there could be a touch of freezing rain or sleet in parts of the northern parts of the viewing area during the overnight on into Sunday morning. We should warm up and change to plain rain for the rest of Sunday. Rain should taper off to drizzle by the afternoon hours, so I don't anticipate much in the way of amount of precipitation.
WTOV9's high school basketball game of the week. The Ohio Division II Regional Finals, featuring the Bellaire Big Reds and Cambridge Bobcats. Brought to you by Specs, Marcy Radio and TV, Gold Quarry and Torak, Shield Alloy, Cardinal Motors, State Park Motors, and Schwartz Homes Incorporated.
A future for our children and their children. A future right here in your hometown. That's what we at the Citizens Bank want for your family and our family. Together, we can plan the future. We are committed to this area and have been for over 90 years. At Citizens, we have our roots where others only have their branches.
Your hometown bank.
A crowd of candidates is running on the Democratic ticket for Belmont County Commissioner. There's one candidate that you can pick out of a crowd. John Kolaric is an experienced Democrat and successful businessman.
John Kolaric has a new vision to grow Belmont County into the 21st century, bringing production industries that pay decent wages to Belmont Countyans, strengthening water, sewer, and roadway systems, encouraging our children and grandchildren to remain in Belmont County.
Vote for the future. Vote for the candidate who stands out in a crowd. Vote for John Kolaric on Tuesday, March 19th.
At More for Less in Bellaire, we take pride in offering only USDA choice meats and grade A fresh poultry. Make More for Less your destination for quality and savings. We salute the Bellaire Big Reds on another great season.
It's anniversary time at Cardinal Pontiac Buick GMC Truck, and we want to say thanks, Ohio Valley. Over the years, we've had lots of transformations. We've grown from a small dealership that held about 30 cars and trucks to now over 100. A bigger used car lot across the street, and a new service facility transformed from an old gas prep plant to a new, larger 6-bay garage. It's been a great 12 years, and we just want to say thanks to all of our customers. Cars and trucks are like eggs. They're always cheaper in the country.
And we're back. Cambridge down by 5 with possession of the basketball. Jameel Turner, a three-pointer. And both teams have shot very, very well here in the first half. 22-20, Cambridge back to within a pair. Jose is blocked by Turner. Turner expresses his dissatisfaction with the call.
As does Gene Ford. That's his second foul on Jameel Turner. Jameel talking to the refs. Now, the first time they met, Cambridge has beaten Bellaire twice this season. The first time they met, though, Turner with his career high, I believe he had 35 points against the Big Reds.
Davis turns and banks it in.
Pretty shot.
24-20. Bellaire by 4 again over the Cambridge Bobcats. The winner takes on either Ottawa-Glandorf or Columbus East in the state semifinals next Thursday night. Turner shooting, no good. And Zerfas. Now it is Jose. Davis with a brilliant move inside, follows his shot nicely. And it's a 26-20 Bellaire lead. The one thing Bellaire has been able to do is shoot pretty well and keep Cambridge out of the transition game here in the first half, which has been a factor. Cunningham lays it in. Dustin Ford, the assist, 26-22. And Jose Davis, by the way, has 11 points. He's the first player to go into double figures for either side. Roth with plenty of room to operate. There was contact. Roth makes the short jump shot, and the Cambridge fans thought there might have been a charge on the play. In any event, it's a 28-22 Bellaire lead with 3:50 to go in the first half.
And that's the big bonus for the Big Reds. Roth not counted on to do much scoring. A good ball handler. He comes up with a bucket there. 6-point lead for the Big Reds.
Lilienthal off the front of the rim. Kinder to Ammirante. Jerry A. And this is a blocking call against Lilienthal. And the Bobcats are becoming a little bit frustrated right now, and that's uncharacteristic of them. They are a very composed basketball team that always seems to be in control of the proceedings.
Well, the key in the last two games were turnovers. Cambridge really made their living on Bellaire turnovers, which would set up that fast break, set up that transition game.
2 personal fouls against Lilienthal. Davis turnaround jumper, no good. The rebound to Dustin Ford, who gets a remarkable number of rebounds for a 5'10 guy, and he's a brilliant passer too. The layup by Justin Salzberger cuts the Bellaire lead to 28-24.
And he's been a bright spot for Cambridge. He had 7 points, and he had just once again checked into the game for Cambridge as they took Tony Lilienthal out.
Roth to Ammirante, who gets loose along the right baseline. Shoots too strong, but it's tipped up there nicely by Dusty Kinder.
And boy, he's a tough guy to move out underneath the basket. Kinder's 6'3", and boy, he's a mountain. And Cambridge is calling a timeout. 6-point lead for the Bellaire Big Reds.
On the floor, Cambridge Bobcats. And look at Gene Ford. He is one animated dude on the respect scoreboard. Bellaire 30, Cambridge 24. We'll be right back.
Belmont County, there's only one candidate with more than 25 years experience in the recorder's office. Let's keep the recorder's office in good hands. Elect Mary Catherine Nixon, Belmont County Recorder.
Belmont Technical College would like to congratulate the Bellaire Big Reds on their great accomplishments and wish them good luck in tonight's game.
Shield Alloy Metallurgical Corporation continues to support the Guernsey County area youth. The young people of our communities are important, not only to family and friends, but also to the growth and for the future of Guernsey County. From all of us at Shield Alloy, wishing continued success to the young people of Guernsey County.
On March 19th, vote for leadership, experience, and commitment. Vote for Susan Witten Conaway, Democrat for Belmont County Recorder.
For great Texan cooking east of West Texas, visit West Texas Roadhouse in St. Clairsville, Ohio. West Texas Roadhouse.
10 great reasons to buy at a Whiteside Auto Dealer. 3 convenient locations to serve you. If you don't have a Whiteside sticker on your car, you pay too much.
A look at the Brain Trust, and that is Gene Ford. I'll tell you what, one of the nicest guys you'll ever want to meet. But while the game is in progress, he is intense, and that is an understatement. Let's look at that last bucket. And Don, pretty nice tap in right here.
Here comes the shot from Ammirante. Dusty Kinder, he's got position, puts it in right in front of Jason Spencer to make that 6-point difference for the Big Reds.
30-24, Cambridge with a 6-point deficit. Dustin Ford unloads no good. The save inbounds to Bellaire. They've got a 3-on-none momentarily. Jose, and a foul call. He is taken out of bounds by Justin Salzberger.
Cambridge missing that 3 back here on the other end. And George, they have not really shot the ball from the outside as well as I've seen them.
Oh, definitely not. And I'll tell you what, I got to give Salzberger a lot of credit, because initially it looked like Bellaire was going to get up the floor, and no one for Cambridge was able to get out of the trap in their own end. But
oh, great hustle. Great hustle.
Salzberger did a real nice job to get down there and deny Jose Davis what could have been an easy layup. Jose sticks the first free throw. That makes it 31-24 Bellaire. Their biggest lead was 8 points at 20-12. And they have now equaled that as Jose has 13. 32-24. Cunningham is wide open. Had at least a free throw if he wanted to shoot it. Instead takes the ball to the hole and draws the foul.
The Cats came out big against Ironton in the first regional game, had a 20-point lead at halftime, but in the district final, George, they struggled quite a bit against John Glenn, sort of like today with the cold shooting in the early going. Here's Cunningham, takes it in, and he gets fouled by C.J. Zerfoss. That's 3 fouls on Zerfoss.
Well, our statistician has 2, but the scoreboard has him for 3, so we'll go by the scoreboard here.
Or you fire your statistician, I don't know which.
Well, Zerfoss, I'm not going to fight my statistician, he's my boss.
Okay.
He's, I'll tell you what, now, this is a problem in my estimation for Bellaire, in that Chaz Call comes in. Chaz Call is one fine basketball player, but they lose a lot of size there, about 5 inches, because a 6'4" guy sits down, a 5'11" guy comes in, and now you've got a 32-25 ball game.
And Cambridge brings Jay Spencer in, and Cunningham takes a seat. Oh, without a doubt, I think C.J. Zerfoss and Dusty Kinder, and they've been the key so far in the playoffs, the rebounding and the defense from those guys as far as Bellaire.
Jose to the hole, good, and a foul call.
Jose's first step is just so quick.
If you're going to try to stop him one-on-one, you're going to have some problems. As you see right there, Sulzberger no match on that one-on-one situation with Jose Davis. And Davis, with 15 already, has a chance to make it 16. Bellaire has its biggest lead, and it will remain at 9, 34-25, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Jameel Turner, all the way to the basket brilliantly. Now the full court press applied here by the Bobcats.
And Jameel with a quiet 12 points so far.
Bobby Roth. Kinder, they'll play a little keep away here and try and shorten the first half. Bellaire by 7. They've had things the way they would like them here, but this is a loose ball. Traveled.
Bobby Roth went on the floor to grab the ball, and he traveled. So Cambridge will get it. We've got 1:23 left, and they're not unfamiliar with being down to Bellaire, because in the first game out at Cambridge, they were down 12 points with 30 seconds left in the third period and came back and won that.
And this is a pushing against Bellaire, and I believe Dusty Kinder will pick up the personal foul. Number 1 against Kinder. 1:16, second period. George Kellis and Don Sloan from Ohio University. This is Cambridge and Bellaire, the regional championship game with a ticket to Columbus. Dustin Ford no good. Battle for the loose ball on the far sideline. And they will give the ball in to the Bellaire Big Reds in front of their bench. Under a minute. Our statistician is Tim McCoy, who is Channel 9's general manager. Jose's pass intended for Kinder, a little bit too high.
51 seconds now left to go in the first half, and I think you're going to watch Cambridge come up and be patient, work the clock down here.
Jameel Turner works out at the center circle all by himself as Bellaire has sagged back in defensively. They have Roth glued to Dustin Ford,
and he's done a nice job so far on Ford.
And the rest of the defenders out there for Bellaire are just kind of hanging out and waiting for Jameel to make a move here as we wind it down to 15 seconds. Bounce pass to Sulzberger. Now back outside. They work with
7
Dustin
seconds.
Ford. Ford wheels and deals. Throws up an incredible shot.
Unbelievable.
Dustin Ford.
I tell you what, Dustin Ford earns and pays for all the points he gets because he'll drive, he'll penetrate. Here he goes, Dustin Ford on Roth, goes between Roth and Kinder, puts it up, he goes flying, the ball somehow rattles in, and Dustin's on the green paint picking up a blue bruise.
All right, now Zerfoss comes back into the game for Bellaire with only 4.2 seconds showing in the second period. Dustin Ford, and that finishes off a three-point play. 34-30, Bellaire by 4. Ammirante trying to get it off. Traveling is the call with under 1 second on the clock. So apparently, unless Cambridge can throw up a Hail Mary three-pointer right here, Bellaire will go in with a 4-point halftime lead.
They're going to try it.
Anytime Dustin Ford has the ball in his hands, he's a threat. Well, I'll tell you what, pretty good first half of play.
I'm not disappointed. Boy, it's been a dandy.
And we're looking at one whale of a second half, I can assure you that. Bellaire 34, Cambridge 30 on the Reese Beck's Food Market scoreboard. And we will be back following these messages.
Big problem or minor adjustment? Let Varsity Radio and TV, skilled technicians with 52 years combined experience, answer your service needs. Available on-premise or in-home. Varsity specializes in quality RCA, GE, and Zenith products. Call 676-2714 for extended hours.
After a car accident, the road to your recovery can be a painful and slow process. You're out of work with no money. Gold, Curry, and Turak wants to help. But remember, under West Virginia and Ohio law, there are time limitations to file a claim. Call us at 845-9750 because the sooner you call, the better job we can do.
The right attorney can make a difference. Call Gold, Corey, and Turak at 845-9750.
WTOV9, the Ohio Valley's 24-hour news station, and NBC brought you a fantastical February. Trust WTOV9 to bring you the Ohio Valley's #1 newscast and NBC, America's most watched network. Committing a crime in the Ohio Valley has gotten tougher. News 9, in cooperation with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, is involved in an aggressive campaign to keep criminals off the streets and out of our area. We need your help. Watch for the Crime Busters report on News 9. Then call our toll-free number if you have any information that may help police. You do not have to give your name. Crime Busters, only on News 9, your 24-hour news station. The Ohio primary has become more important to the presidential nomination, and it comes early this year. Count on the News 9 team to bring you the most comprehensive election coverage, with live reports from the polls at noon, 5, 6, and 11, live updates throughout the evening, and expanded News 9 at 11 with the latest results on the presidential race on down to your local county offices, plus reactions to the outcome. For the most comprehensive election coverage, the Ohio Valley turns to the news leader, News 9, your 24-hour news station.
Big problem or minor adjustment? Let Varsity Radio and TV, skilled technicians with 52 years combined experience, answer your service needs. Available on-premise or in-home. Varsity specializes in quality RCA, GE, and Zenith products. Call 676-2714 for extended hours.
Halftime at one of the great locations you'll ever want to see for a basketball game, the Convocation Center in Athens. 34-30, you see the score there. And the halftime statistics are going to come up on the screen right here. And as you can see, Bellaire has the edge in field goal percentage. Cambridge, Don, struggling from three-point area, and that's a problem for them.
Only shooting 27% from three-point line. I think they're going to have to try to penetrate, force more things inside here in the second half. Free throws even, 3 for 5 for Cambridge, 4 for 5 from Bellaire. Turnovers, 6 for Bellaire, 2 for Cambridge. The big one, George, rebounds. Bellaire controlling the boards. They've got 15 rebounds, Cambridge with 9.
And I think that is important when you consider the whole scheme of things. We'll be back with the start of the second half right after this.
WTOV9's high school basketball game of the week. The Ohio Division II Regional Finals, featuring the Bellaire Big Reds and Cambridge Bobcats. Brought to you by Specs, Marcy Radio and TV, Gold Quarry and Torak, Shield Alloy, Cardinal Motors, State Park Motors, and Schwartz Homes Incorporated.
Recently, many Americans have come to believe that the concept of justice has been lost. I'm Judge Harry White, and I've served on the county court for the last 17 years. I've learned that it takes more than just reading the law to obtain justice. My record demonstrates professionalism, hard work, and involvement in the community. Now help me continue my commitment to justice by serving as your common pleas judge.
The evidence is in. Harry W. White for Common Pleas Judge.
At Alden Supply Company in Cambridge, we service the do-it-yourselfer, whether it be professional, industrial, or farming. Alden Supply Company, family-owned and operated since 1964.
Do you want a low down payment on a car? Lower monthly payments and shorter terms? Then you should lease a car from Cervelli Chevrolet Buick Olds Geo. Leasing from Cervelli can save you money.
The sports medicine program at Southeastern Ohio Regional Medical Center in Cambridge gives everybody a sporting chance. Make the best call in sports. Call our sports medicine team at 439-8977.
At More for Less in Bellaire, we take pride in offering only USDA choice meats and grade A fresh poultry. Make More for Less your destination for quality and savings. We salute the Bellaire Big Reds on another great season.
Shield Alloy Metallurgical Corporation continues to support the Guernsey County area youth. The young people of our communities are important, not only to family and friends, but also to the growth and for the future of Guernsey County. From all of us at Shield Alloy, wishing continued success to the young people of Guernsey County.
Where you buy a car is one of the most important financial decisions you make.
At State Park Motors, we have by far the largest selection of used cars, trucks, and vans in the area.
For your convenience, each vehicle is clearly priced.
We know we can sell you the most vehicle for your money.
State Park Motors is easy to get to. We're just off the new Route 22 bypass on Route 43 in Wintersville, Ohio.
The more you know about buying a car, the more you'll want to know State Park Motors.
Cambridge with possession of the ball to open the third quarter, and Dustin Ford goes to work, cuts the Bellaire lead to 2.
And they do just that. No three-point drive, penetrate. That is what makes Ford and Turner so tough to play defense against.
Cambridge has outscored Bellaire 8-2 since the latter stages of the second period. Ammirante no good, and Cambridge with the momentum. Lilienthal the rebound, and here comes Turner. Turner is hacked.
Second, that goes on Dusty Kinder, his second.
No, they're saying it's against Jose. Only his first personal. Turner will be at the free throw line for the Bobcats.
Well, you can tell what they talked about in the halftime locker room. Shooting the threes, 13 threes in the first half, 27% from three-point line. Now they're penetrating. They're trying to take it right to the heart of the defense of Bellaire. Let's take a look. Here they go. Jameel Turner in, and Davis. See, I thought it was Kinder in front of him. Davis from behind with the swat.
Turner missed a pair, almost tapped back up there by Cunningham, but Jose controls for the Big Reds.
2-point ball game, 34-32 Big Reds.
Lob underneath, intercepted by Cunningham. And Bellaire has yet to get things going here in the third quarter. A three-pointer. Dustin Ford. Bellaire needs a timeout as the Bobcats have surged back in front with 7:03 to go in the third quarter. Wow, you can see the momentum shift in a sudden hurry.
Let's take a look. Here we go. Dustin Ford coming up for the Bobcats. Bobby Roth giving him the space, and the thing is, you're going to have to do that due to his ability to penetrate. Here comes Ford, stops, pops, and drops. 35-34, the Cambridge Bobcats. Let's go to a break. We'll be right back at the OU Convo Center after these messages.
On March 19th, vote for leadership, experience, and commitment. Vote for Susan Witten Conaway, Democrat for Belmont County Recorder.
Belmont County, there's only one candidate with more than 25 years experience in the recorder's office. Let's keep the recorder's office in good hands. Elect Mary Catherine Nixon, Belmont County Recorder.
Belmont Technical College would like to congratulate the Bellaire Big Reds on their great accomplishments and wish them good luck in tonight's game.
Shield Alloy Metallurgical Corporation continues to support the Guernsey County area youth. The young people of our communities are important, not only to family and friends, but also to the growth and for the future of Guernsey County. From all of us at Shield Alloy, wishing continued success to the young people of Guernsey County.
For great Texan cooking east of West Texas, visit West Texas Roadhouse in St. Clairsville, Ohio. West Texas Roadhouse.
10 great reasons to buy at a Whiteside Auto Dealer. 3 convenient locations to serve you. If you don't have a Whiteside sticker on your car, you pay too much.
WTOV9, the Ohio Valley's 24-hour news station, and NBC brought you a fantastical February. Trust WTOV9 to bring you the Ohio Valley's #1 newscast and NBC, America's most watched network.
And there you see the score, 35-34. Cambridge on top, and they are fired up. They have outscored Bellaire, well, by 9 points since late in the second period. Ammirante. There's a foul away from the ball somewhere. I did not see who that was against.
That was against Jerry. I think they're calling a charge. That was against Jerry, his first.
Okay. So Cambridge, again with possession of the basketball, they're on a 5-0 run here in the third period. Bellaire has not even gotten a decent shot off thus far, as Cambridge has played superior defense.
Okay, here's where you have to respect Cambridge's three-point ability and watch as they rotate the ball how the lanes to drive open up.
Well, they've got 5 guards on the floor, Don. I mean, it's a very unusual situation for a high school basketball team to have as many good ball handlers as Cambridge does. And eventually, they just keep wearing your defense down by moving the ball around.
And three-point shooters. The only guy on the floor that isn't really a three-point threat right now is Tony Cunningham, number 22.
Ford against Roth. Ford will shoot. Good!
And Bobby Roth is beside himself. He says, what more can I do? If you get too close, Dustin's going to blow by you. You give him the room, he's going to stand there and drill a 3. 38-34, the Cambridge Bobcats with the 4-point lead.
Davis, the baseline layup, good. 38-36, Bellaire back to within 2.
And that's been there all day. Jose now with 17 points. Davis doing an excellent job today as far as driving the baseline.
Ford has 16, and he is fired up, as you can see, taking command of the situation at every opportunity. Dustin Ford.
That goes on Bobby Roth, and now we're going to see a substitute. Grant Allen coming for Roth, but I'll tell you what, Bobby Roth doing an excellent job in the first half as far as defense, and in the second half, not much more he could do. Dustin Ford able to go both ways, shooting from the outside and penetrating. But Grant Allen now checking in. George, here's a guy, as Ford puts in a free throw, Grant Allen in the playoffs against Meadowbrook and against St. Clairsville held 1,000-point scorers in Dave Harness and John Molesky Ferguson under double digits in points. So Grant Allen can play some D.
40 to 36. Cambridge again by 4. Davis will unload. No good off the side of the rim. The rebound to Salzberger.
Salzberger played the good D, then got the long rebound.
Turner knifing into the lane. No good. The tip in by Cunningham.
Cunningham got the position on Kinder and was there for the tip in. And you don't see that. You see Cambridge going in and trying to penetrate and go into the paint.
They have outscored Bellaire 18 to 4. And there's a timeout. Gene Ammirante bewildered by what has happened to his Big Reds here in the third period. Cambridge 42, Bellaire 36 on the Reese Beck scoreboard. We'll be right back.
A crowd of candidates is running on the Democratic ticket for Belmont County Commissioner. There's one candidate that you can pick out of a crowd. John Kalarick is an experienced Democrat and successful businessman.
John Kalarick has a new vision to grow Belmont County into the 21st century, bringing production industries that pay decent wages to Belmont Countyans, strengthening water, sewer, and roadway systems, encouraging our children and grandchildren to remain in Belmont County.
Vote for the future. Vote for the candidate who stands out in a crowd. Vote for John Kalarick on Tuesday, March 19th.
When our law firm says we provide service, we mean it. Here's how. We send our investigators to the scene to interview witnesses and gather information. The sooner you call, the better job we can do. We'll assist you in getting your car repaired or replaced. We take care of all the paperwork, speeding up the process for your bills and lost wages. Service isn't something we just talk about. Call this number for your free consultation.
The right attorney can make a difference. Call Gold, Corey, and Turak at 845-9750.
The Ohio Valley follows the leader with the area's only 5 o'clock news. News 9 live at 5. News 9 live at 5 is first with your local news with Jim Forbes and Lisa Kick. First with meteorologist Kevin Carter's local weather forecast. And News 9 live at 5 takes you live to breaking news events 1 full hour before anyone else. First. The Ohio Valley follows the leader. News 9 live at 5. The station with more local news. Committing a crime in the Ohio Valley has gotten tougher. News 9, in cooperation with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, is involved in an aggressive campaign to keep criminals off the streets and out of our area. We need your help. Watch for the Crime Busters report on News 9. Then call our toll-free number if you have any information that may help police. You do not have to give your name. Crime Busters, only on News 9, your 24-hour news station.
Where you buy a car is one of the most important financial decisions you make.
At State Park Motors, we have by far the largest selection of used cars, trucks, and vans in the area.
For your convenience, each vehicle is clearly priced.
We know we can sell you the most vehicle for your money.
State Park Motors is easy to get to. We're just off the new Route 22 bypass on Route 43 in Wintersville, Ohio.
The more you know about buying a car, the more you'll want to know State Park Motors.
The Ohio primary has become more important to the presidential nomination, and it comes early this year. Count on the News 9 team to bring you the most comprehensive election coverage, with live reports from the polls at noon, 5, 6, and 11, live updates throughout the evening, and expanded News 9 at 11 with the latest results on the presidential race on down to your local county offices, plus reactions to the outcome. For the most comprehensive election coverage, the Ohio Valley turns to the news leader, News 9, your 24-hour news station.
The Cambridge Bobcats have outscored the Bellaire Big Reds 18 to 4 since there was about 6 minutes to go in the second period. Spearheading the charge, Dustin Ford, who has scored 10 points in the first 3 minutes and 2 seconds of period number 3, and the Bobcats have a 6-point lead. Bellaire will have to figure out a way to regroup. Ammirante from the corner, good, a three-pointer, and the Big Reds needed that. It's 42-39.
And Jameel Turner was on Ammirante. You've got to give Grant Allen a lot of credit there with a pick. Turner got caught up, and that gave Ammirante the time to get the shot off.
Ford, who is absolutely cooking, no good this time, and Ammirante dribbles out of traffic, looking for help. Gets it over here somehow to Jose. Good.
Gene wanted a foul back there, didn't get it, but the Big Reds get the bucket anyway. Cambridge pushing it back up.
42-41. The pace is picked up dramatically as Jameel Turner scoops it up and in there. 44-41.
And Cambridge likes to run that pace.
Kinder. And it's slapped out of bounds by Justin Sulzberger. The Cambridge Bobcats 20-4. Bellaire 20-3. This is the 4th regional final for Cambridge in 5 years. The steal. Here they come with Dustin Ford, 3-on-2. And he is annihilated. We'll go to the free throw line.
Grant Allen doing a good job to hustle back the previous trip up the floor. Ford with the miss. But Grant Allen coming in to play defense, and they're sticking him on Ford. There's Ford going for the lead, goes down hard on the floor. Does Dustin Ford. I'll tell you, Dustin's lucky some of the tumbles he takes that he doesn't get injured, taking these hard hits to the floor.
(44-5), make it 45-41 is what it is in favor of Cambridge. 46-41. Bobcats again by 5.
And he's got 20. He had 35 the other night against Ironton.
Ammirante, and that's just not the kind of thing Bellaire wants to do right here, is take bad shots. Here comes Cambridge. Ford, no good this time. Zerfoss the rebound.
Grant Allen really doing a nice job defending Dustin Ford.
Jose. No good. The follow-up is good by C.J. Zerfoss. And he shows you his value inside. He's the tallest guy on the floor.
Great leaper.
Good job by Sulzberger to chase down a loose basketball right there. Cambridge with the ball, leading by 3. Lilienthal wheels and deals. Sulzberger against Ammirante, and now Jameel Turner.
Watch them try to pass it down in the paint to Dustin Ford.
Turner. No good. Slap to Jose.
3-point lead for Cambridge.
Ammirante.
And a tie. 46-46.
He drilled the bottom of the sack with that one. We're tied at 46. 2:10 to go in the third quarter.
You put the ball in Jerry Ammirante's hand, a 3-point lead can be a tie just like that.
Dustin Ford works against Grant Allen. Bellaire pursuing man-to-man. Here is Dustin. Is that incredible or what? I mean, these shots come from all kind of directions. It's 48-46.
Dustin threw that one up, I think, from his ankles, and it goes way up and drops down and in. I'll tell you, reminds me a lot of his brother Gino.
Ammirante, no good, an air ball this time from well beyond 3-point range. Cambridge with the ball leading by 2. Turner for 3. In and out, no good. Zerfoss to Jose. Jose, good. 49-48 Bellaire as we seesaw to the end of the third quarter, a minute 5 showing.
Davis got it on. Turner was all alone to shoot that one.
And it is good. Another 3-pointer by Dustin Ford.
Ford shoots a 3 and still hits the floor.
51-49. Cambridge by 2. Bellaire with the ball, and they'll take care of the basketball as best they can in the waning moments of period number 3. We assumed that this would be an outstanding game. These two fine basketball teams and basketball programs have not disappointed us on this Saturday afternoon. A look at Dusty Kinder. 15 seconds as Jose calls out the commands. 10 seconds. No good. 2 seconds. Turner! Good! No! It skimmed the bottom of the net. I thought it went in initially.
That would have been deja vu because at the first game at Cambridge, he hit one of those at the end of the third period. 2-point game. It's Cambridge to the lead, 51-49. And we're going to take a break now with it 51-49 Cambridge in the lead. We'll be back at the OU Convocation Center right after this.
Big problem or minor adjustment? Let Varsity Radio and TV, skilled technicians with 52 years combined experience, answer your service needs. Available on-premise or in-home. Varsity specializes in quality RCA, GE, and Zenith products. Call 676-2714 for extended hours.
In today's fast-paced world, every minute counts, and that's why the Ohio Valley counts on News 9 at 6. Jim Forbes and Sherry McCutcheon bring you the news you need to see in the time you have to see it. The Ohio Valley counts on News 9 meteorologist Kevin Carter and Doppler 9 radar for the latest on the weather and the experience of Bill Phillips for all the sports scores and highlights. News 9 at 6. All the news, weather, and sports you need in the time you have to see it. Follow the leader, News 9, the Ohio Valley's 24-hour news station.
On March 19th, vote for leadership, experience, and commitment. Vote for Susan Witten Conaway, Democrat for Belmont County Recorder.
Big problem or minor adjustment? Let Varsity Radio and TV, skilled technicians with 52 years combined experience, answer your service needs. Available on-premise or in-home. Varsity specializes in quality RCA, GE, and Zenith products. Call 676-2714 for extended hours.
Cambridge 51, Bellaire 49 as we get set to go for the fourth quarter. You see the Reese Beck's Food Market scoreboard and Bobcat fans hooping it up right here. I'll tell you, Dustin Ford, who had 8 in the first half, has fueled a fire under these Bobcats. He has 17 in the second half for a total of 25. Of course, all of those in the third period. Bobcats by 2. Bellaire with the ball, though, and a chance to make a tie of this thing. Too strong off the glass, and there is a foul call against Dustin Ford, and that is his second personal foul.
Ryan Morgan checks out. Jameel Turner checking back in for the Bobcats as Grant Allen comes into the game. Oh, here we go.
Alley-oop inside to Zerfoss. Turns around. Good, and he is fouled. That is only the second team foul against Cambridge. It ties the game. And you saw in a matter of seconds right there, Cambridge got 2 quick fouls. And in the meantime, keep in mind that Bellaire has 4 team fouls. So at this point, the Bobcats are closer to going into the bonus than is Bellaire. Zerfoss could put the Reds back on top. Way up in the air was Cunningham for the rebound, and now it's Jameel Turner. A lot of seniors out on the floor for these two veteran clubs that have enjoyed incredible success in the 1990s. Lilienthal back out now to Turner. The Reds have done an excellent job of defending Lilienthal and also Spencer when he's been out there. But it has been this guy who has done most of the damage, Dustin Ford. 51-51, 7:10 to go, and the Bobcats will now try to stretch the Bellaire defense out. No good. Salzberger with the attempt. Now it's Lilienthal, and he is chopped underneath and will go to the free throw line to attempt a pair.
Yeah, Salzberger found himself wide open, put the shot up too hard, and Lilienthal was way out on the wing, was alert, went in and grabbed the rebound. Here we go. Salzberger shot too hard. Watch Lilienthal out of your screen come in and get
swooped right in there. Got that paw up.
Just like a hawk. Swooped right in, and he nails a free throw to put the Bobcats back in the lead by 1.
Second free throw upcoming. Tony Lilienthal. In and out, no good. The rebound to Bellaire. And
I think that goes
Jameel
to Turner.
Turner has fouled Dusty Kinder. His third personal foul. 6:54 to play. Bellaire trailing by 1. They have the ball.
Boy, they've got Turner had Ammirante and Davis backed into a corner.
You know what's the fascinating thing about these two teams, really? Is that if you look at these two teams, when they come out to warm up, they wouldn't scare anybody.
Not at all.
Once the game starts, though, it's amazing. Jose all the way to the hole. 53-52 Bellaire. .24 points for Jose Davis. Salzberger, nice bounce pass to Cunningham, who had it slapped away and out of bounds. We'll take a break with 5:55 to go. Bellaire by 1. We'll be right back.
From WTOV-TV, this is News 9 Now.
I'm Kim Cabasco. Neither side will say if there's been any progress in talks between the General Motors and striking workers at 2 Ohio brake plants. The walkout is now on its 12th day and has crippled much of the automaker's North America operations. A union member who answered the telephone at Dayton's local office today said there was a media blackout. A company spokesman says only that the focus is on trying to get the issue back on the table. More news later on News 9.
WTOV9's high school basketball game of the week. The Ohio Division II Regional Finals, featuring the Bellaire Big Reds and Cambridge Bobcats. Brought to you by Respecs, Marcy Radio and TV, Gold Quarry and Torak, Shield Alloy, Cardinal Motors, State Park Motors, and Schwartz Homes Incorporated.
At More for Less in Bellaire, we take pride in offering only USDA choice meats and grade A fresh poultry. Make More for Less your destination for quality and saving. We salute the Bellaire Big Reds on another great season.
Whatever happened to 6-year-old Michael Hughes?
I want to believe that Michael's alive, and I won't believe that Michael is dead.
2 years ago, he was kidnapped and simply vanished.
This man holds the key to this mystery and possibly a bizarre string of others.
Plus, a dog dials 911 and saves its owner.
I looked at Dave, and Dave looked at me, and I goes, Dave, a dog?
And how would you feel if your daughter was stripping to pay her college tuition?
That and more on the next Real Life.
At Alden Supply Company in Cambridge, we service the do-it-yourselfer, whether it be professional, industrial, or farming. Alden Supply Company, family-owned and operated since 1964.
Do you want a low down payment on a car, lower monthly payments and shorter terms? Then you should lease a car from Cervelli Chevrolet Buick Olds Geo. Leasing from Cervelli can save you money.
The sports medicine program at Southeastern Ohio Regional Medical Center in Cambridge gives everybody a sporting chance. Make the best call in sports. Call our sports medicine team at 439-8977.
All right, Jameel Turner just drained a three-pointer. And Cambridge has recaptured the lead, 55-53. Right back come the Reds with the tying basket. That time it was Jose. 55-55, 5:20 to go in the game. Dustin Ford. No good. Zerfoss pulls it down.
I'm not sure, but I don't think Dustin Ford has scored a point, maybe one bucket since Grant Allen came in to guard him.
Jose, no good. Jameel Turner brings it the other way. And he is blocked. Jameel Turner.
Oh, mercy. Talk
weaving
about
his way through traffic like a snake, and he will go to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play and a three-point Cambridge lead.
Back and forth, back and forth. Here he comes, Turner. Right, left, great court vision. He goes up. Davis with a foul, and he's so dangerous. The other night, a play like that against Ironton, kicks it out, and Spencer drains the three, but Turner takes it to the hole. Cats up by 2. Turner at the line.
He has 19. A chance to go for 20 right here. Right around his season average. 58-55. Bellaire has led by as many as 8. Cambridge came back in the third quarter to lead by as many as 6. Right now, it's a 3-point lead. Ammirante no good. The rebound to Cunningham.
Cambridge was lucky because Jerry came off a screen and was all alone for that shot.
Cambridge very patiently forcing Bellaire to defend the entire half of this end of the court.
Coach Ford wanting them to pull things out, work the ball around.
Here's Turner, nice bounce pass, and a foul. Cunningham is fouled by Zerfos, who picks up his 4th personal.
Let's take a look here on the replay. Turner with a pass down low. Cunningham. Zerfos comes over to help out, picks up the foul. Tony Cunningham going to the line. Gene Ford beside himself. He's trying to get the Bobcats to come out and spread out their offense. They've got a 3-point lead, 58-55. Make it 59-55. Cunningham cans that one. 4:10 now left to go in the ball game.
Cunningham is the only junior who figures prominently in the scheme of things for the Cambridge Bobcats.
5-point lead. I think that's going to be the biggest lead of the...
No, they had a 6-point lead. Yeah, at 42-36. That's their biggest lead since then. 60-55. 4 minutes to go. Ammirante to the baseline. Offensive foul.
He was boxed in by Turner and by Cunningham. Where was it a travel? Here we go. Here comes Jerry. Coming in on the baseline. He's trapped. And the offensive foul.
Turner deals it off to Cunningham. He elects to work it back out to Lilienthal. No good. And another offensive rebound by Cambridge, which has done a much better job of rebounding here in the second half.
Gene Ford did not want that shot.
This is where Cambridge drives people crazy, because when they get the lead,
well, they can dance slow, they can dance fast.
Ford to the basket. Good! 62-55. That is the biggest lead of the game for the Cambridge Bobcats.
Reckless abandon. That's how Dustin Ford plays. And that woke up this large contingent of Cambridge Bobcat fans. There's the turnover. Jose Davis trying to pass over to Grant Allen. The ball gets away. And Bellaire sensing some frustration right now.
I think one of the key elements in this thing is the Cambridge balance and depth.
Timeout for Cambridge.
And that has been the key element here in the third and fourth quarter. You see the score on the Respect scoreboard. Cambridge 62, Bellaire 55. 2:55 to play. We'll be right back.
Belmont County, there's only one candidate with more than 25 years experience in the recorder's office. Let's keep the recorder's office in good hands. Elect Mary Catherine Nixon, Belmont County Recorder.
Many of us take for granted the rewards of having good health.
But for some children and their families, every day can be a continuing struggle. Hi, everyone. I'm Sherry McCutcheon.
And I'm Kelly Corbs. We're teaming up to help hospitals help kids during Children's Miracle Network Night, Sunday, March 17th against the Erie Panthers.
Come out to this game and purchase a $1 balloon with 3 money-saving coupons from Subway of Warwood and Elm Grove. Every balloon purchased directly benefits WVU Children's Hospital.
Come on out and help us line the Thunderdome with balloons.
Order your tickets by calling 304-233-3535.
Shield Alloy Metallurgical Corporation continues to support the Guernsey County area youth. The young people of our communities are important, not only to family and friends, but also to the growth and for the future of Guernsey County. From all of us at Shield Alloy, wishing continued success to the young people of Guernsey County.
Belmont Technical College would like to congratulate the Bellaire Big Reds on their great accomplishments and wish them good luck in tonight's game.
It's anniversary time at Cardinal Pontiac Buick GMC Truck, and we want to say thanks, Ohio Valley. Over the years, we've had lots of transformations. We've grown from a small dealership that held about 30 cars and trucks to now over 100. A bigger used car lot across the street, and a new service facility transformed from an old gas prep plant to a new, larger 6-bay garage. It's been a great 12 years, and we just want to say thanks to all of our customers. Cars and trucks are like eggs. They're always cheaper in the country.
In today's fast-paced world, every minute counts, and that's why the Ohio Valley counts on News 9 at 6. Jim Forbes and Jerry McCutcheon bring you the news you need to see in the time you have to see it. The Ohio Valley counts on News 9 meteorologist Kevin Carter and Doppler 9 radar for the latest on the weather and the experience of Bill Phillips for all the sports scores and highlights. News 9 at 6. All the news, weather, and sports you need in the time you have to see it. Follow the leader, News 9, the Ohio Valley's 24-hour news station.
Cambridge 62, Bellaire 55. That is the biggest lead of the game by the Bobcats. 2 minutes and 55 seconds separate Cambridge from its fourth Final Four appearance since 1988, Don.
Davis, Ammirante, Zerfas, Roth, and Kinder on the floor for Bellaire. Ford, Turner, Lilienthal, Cunningham, and Salzberger on the court for the Cats.
Bellaire's going to be forced into fouling people or giving up easy layups. No good. Cunningham on the second try, no good. Boy, Bellaire got a big break there. Now here comes the big red attack. Ammirante turns, shoots, no good. The rebound to Zerfas. The follow is good at 62-57. Cambridge missing the opportunity on the other end for a birdie and what would have been a 9-point lead. And now Jose Davis fouls Jameel Turner.
Well, back on the other end, if there ever is such a problem, Cambridge had too many guys here, Cunningham and Salzberger. Jose Davis got in between the two of them and came up with the big rebound. And now the foul, 5-point lead, and we're into the bonus. It's Cambridge leading 62-57.
Personal foul number 3 against Jose Davis. Jameel Turner at the free throw line. He has 20 points on the afternoon. 62-57, 2:13 to play in the game. No good. And the rebound to Zerfas. Bellaire has life here with 2:08 remaining. They don't need to panic. Jose throws up the long-range jumper. And now the foul. Cunningham will go to the free throw line as he is wrapped up by Dusty Kinder. I think that the Big Reds were a little bit too hasty that time, Don. They only trailed by 5, had a chance to get this cut down to a 2 or 3 point margin. And maybe got a shot off a little bit too quickly that time. Of course, Jose's been the man, so you don't want to take the ball out of his hands. Yeah, you got to remember, with 2 minutes to go, you don't have to force him.
Right, 2 possessions to tie.
Cunningham no good, as the Bobcats have missed some golden opportunities here in the last couple of minutes.
If you're going to foul, though, you foul the one guy on the floor that's not a senior.
Jose good, and he's blocked by Dustin Ford. Davis will go to the free throw line here as Ford picks up his 3rd personal foul. And if Jose can make this free throw, Bellaire would be back to within 2.
Let's take a look at the replay. Here comes Jose Davis. Ford coming over, gets the foul.
Well, that's a tough thing for referees to have to call, is either the block or the charge in that situation. And Jose caps off the three-pointer at 62-60 with 1:48. Lilienthal. Jameel Turner races into the front court. Bounce pass, Salzburger, good, and he is knocked to the floor.
Boy,
Justin Salzburger.
Salzburger got all alone ahead of everybody. All the attention was focused up front. Let's take a look at the replay. Jameel Turner, once again, great court presence, great vision. Salzburger gets behind the Big Reds defense, puts it in, and gets fouled. And C.J. Zerfoss is fouled out of the game. That's his 5th foul. C.J. with a strong game, had 10 points today for the Bellaire Big Reds.
And there's a look at C.J. Every player on this Bellaire basketball team, every single one of them, lettered on the football team, which went to the state finals this year. That has to be an almost unprecedented accomplishment. As far back as I can remember, I do not recall a team ever going to the state finals in football, and as far as the final 8 in basketball, and doing it with the same people. And this has been these are good athletes, probably the best group ever to come through in Bellaire's great tradition of athletics over the years.
That helps a lot with the cohesiveness and the cohesion of this Bellaire Big Reds team. These guys went through the rigors of football together, now through the rigors of basketball. Jerry Ammirante, even a guy that came out to play football the last 2 seasons.
65-60, Bellaire with the ball trailing by 5, a minute and a half to go. All the way to the basket is Jose, too strong. And Lilienthal. Now Turner. And the foul. Kinder picks up the personal, and I'll tell you what, both teams have had big opportunities, and that time Bellaire could not afford a lost possession right there. You see Gene Ford is all worked up, but his Bobcats lead by 5.
What a contrast there. Gene Ford worked up. He's got the lead. Gene Ammirante just patiently analyzing, checking things out. Let's take a look. Jose Davis, a lot of grit here. He goes to the hoop, misses, gets up with the tip for the follow, still fighting, and Tony Lilienthal will rip the rebound down. You hear a lot of talk about Ford and Turner, and I'll tell you what, Tony Lilienthal is an animal on the boards for the Bobcats.
Turner with 20 and stuck on that figure for now. Davis, by the way, leads all scorers with 29. Dustin Ford has been cooled, at least for the time being. He has 27.
Turner's missed a couple free throws here in the 4th period against John Glenn in the district. 15 of 15 at the line.
66-60. A minute 20. And now Bellaire will have to start thinking about the three-pointer. Dusty Kinder. They're trying to get this guy open, perhaps. Ammirante no good. Kinder fighting. Lilienthal, the man again.
He is the bear on the boards.
50 seconds. And finally, Ammirante fouls Tony Lilienthal. Cambridge by 6. 40 seconds showing in the basketball game. And that's all the time that separates the Cambridge Bobcats from one more shot at that elusive state championship. 3 times they have been to Columbus since 1988. Beaten in 1988 by West Geauga in the state semifinals.
That was before my time.
Yeah, before you got here. They lost to Cleveland Villa Angela St. Joseph. Still a 6-point lead as they missed the free throw opportunities. Bellaire not dead yet. Jose's going to have to shoot. He does.
Gene Ammirante is livid. He wants a foul.
Yeah, he's leaping out of his lizard suit over there right now. He thought that certainly Jose was fouled on the play. In any event, Cambridge making it to the state finals with this bunch last year, and they were upended in the finals by Cleveland.
Here comes Jose. Pump fake. Salzburger. I don't know.
Well, you know, there's a lot of emotion here, but this game overall has been well officiated, and it's a tough situation when you've got, again, that either call a foul in that situation is really a tough thing to do. But this is Dustin Ford, who now has 28 and ties Jose Davis with that free throw for game-high honor, 68-60.
27 seconds left on the running clock.
A foul is called. Kinder will go to the free throw line for Bellaire. But you never know. Yesterday, Wheeling Central had a 5-point lead against an opponent in Charleston with 8 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Team come back and tied it and sent it to 2 overtimes. So somebody's going to have to shoot the ball here for Bellaire, and it's going to be Jerry Ammirante, and he drains that one nicely as they get a timeout call with 19 seconds. All righty. 68-63 on the Respect scoreboard. Cambridge by 5. We'll be back with the conclusion right after this.
Many of us take for granted the rewards of having good health.
But for some children and their families, every day can be a continuing struggle. Hi, everyone. I'm Sherry McCutcheon.
And I'm Kelly Corbs. We're teaming up to help hospitals help kids during Children's Miracle Network Night, Sunday, March 17th against the Erie Panthers.
Come out to this game and purchase a $1 balloon with 3 money-saving coupons from Subway of Warwood and Elm Grove. Every balloon purchased directly benefits WVU Children's Hospital.
Come on out and help us line the Thunderdome with balloons.
Order your tickets by calling 304-233-3535.
The Ohio primary has become more important to the presidential nomination, and it comes early this year. Count on the News 9 team to bring you the most comprehensive election coverage, with live reports from the polls at noon, 5, 6, and 11, live updates throughout the evening, and expanded News 9 at 11 with the latest results on the presidential race on down to your local county offices, plus reactions to the outcome. For the most comprehensive election coverage, the Ohio Valley turns to the news leader, News 9, your 24-hour news station. WTOV 9 brings you the best afternoon lineup on television. At 3, it's Talk for Today's Generation, Ricky Lake. At 4, WTOV 9 gives you the #1 talk show in America, Oprah. At 5, WTOV 9 brings you the first look at today's news with News 9 Live at 5 with Jim Forbes and Lisa Kick. At 5:30, it's the #1 comedy, Seinfeld, with Jerry, George, Kramer, and Elaine. And at 6, it's the Ohio Valley's only Emmy-nominated and #1 newscast, News 9 at 6 with Jim Forbes and Jerry McCutcheon. WTOV 9 brings you the best afternoon lineup in television.
Do you ever feel like your family or even your friends put a lot of pressure on you? They want to see how you'll react in a certain situation and what kind of choices you're going to make. Unfortunately, that's the way life is. People watch us, and if we don't know where we're headed and what our goals are, we're going to make the wrong choices. Because the more you know about yourself and where you're headed and what you want to do, the better choices you're going to make.
A shocking twist of events.
You're under arrest.
What? Forces young lovers
I'm going to get you out of here.
I'm telling you to stay away from Nick.
to become fugitives.
I bailed you out. You're getting out of here.
I think we should run away.
And a rookie cop
I love you.
Yes, sir.
Watch your back out there.
to put her life on the line
Please! Freeze!
when she takes on an assassin.
Josie!
This week on Another World, NBC Daytime.
There you see a little Bob Kitten. And they're fired up, 68-63. They want to go back to Columbus, which has been a place that virtually no other OVAC team has been in a long, long time. Cambridge is making a habit of it.
And they finally got their win last year against Clyde in the first round, but I remember the year, Gino's junior year, that tough loss at the last second. Bell looked like putting a shot at the buzzer and lost to St. Joe's by a point.
Lilienthal gets it inbound to Dustin Ford. He is fouled with 18 seconds. Cambridge by 5. There is Gene Ammirante, who has coached for well over a decade at Bellaire High School, but the 90s have been incredible. This is as far as the Big Reds have been under his brilliant tenure. Dustin Ford, 69-63. 30 points for that young man right there. 31, 70 to 63. Bellaire trying to push it up. Ammirante launches it, no good. Lilienthal with a loose ball, and it is over. The Cambridge Bobcats will return for one more try in the capital city. They have defeated the Bellaire Big Reds by a score of 70 to 63 here in Athens. And a show of brilliant sportsmanship. These two teams went at it fiercely on the court, but show a lot of class in both victory and defeat. As you see Gene Ford momentarily there consoling Jose Davis. The end of a brilliant football and basketball career for Davis. Jerry Ammirante, what a four-year run it has been for the Bellaire Big Reds, who have lost but two handfuls of games in the 1990s. But once again, it will be the Cambridge Bobcats en route to Columbus, Ohio.
And they talk about how tough it is to defeat a team 3 times in one season. It was a tough run for the Bobcats today, but they come up with the win 70 to 63. And I'll tell you what, beating Bellaire 3 times in one season was no easy task.
Well, when you consider that Bellaire finishes the season at 20-4, and 3 of those losses were to Cambridge, the 4th loss was to Wheeling Park. So that's not exactly what you would call chumpy company there. Big hand on both sides here. I tell you, this is a really, really warm scene. The Bellaire fans sticking around to salute their outstanding basketball team. Bobcat fans celebrating a regional championship trophy.
Well, let's not forget, both of these schools are OVAC schools. I think we have a lot to be proud of the fact both these are local schools, both from the Ohio Valley Athletic Conference. And George, we're known more as a football conference, not a basketball conference. Here we've got 2 teams in the regional. Zanesville looks like they're going to be headed back to Columbus, too. Heck of a basketball season.
Well, 1943. Stop and think about it. World War II was in progress. The Glenn Miller Orchestra was #1 in the charts. Yorkville was in the process of winning the state basketball championship. And 53 years have passed. These young men will go to Columbus and attempt to do what no OVAC school has done in over 5 decades. Ford, there you see him cutting down the nets, 31 points. Jameel Turner had 22. And for the Bellaire Big Reds, Jose Davis with 29, Jerry Ammirante with 20. The big guys for both teams, the seniors, the leaders, stepped it up. Ultimately, it was the Cambridge Bobcats coming out victorious by a score of 70 to 63. Well, we want to thank our statistician and general manager, Tim McCoy, as you watch the cutting down of the nets. For Don Sloan, this is George Kellis saying so long from Athens. Again, your final on the Respects scoreboard. Cambridge 70, Bellaire 63.
TOV9's high school basketball game of the week, the Ohio Division II Regional Finals, featuring the Bellaire Big Reds and Cambridge Bobcats, brought to you by Respects, Marcy Radio and TV, Gold Quarry and Torak, Shield Alloy, Cardinal Motors, State Park Motors, and Schwartz Homes Incorporated.
WTOV9, the Ohio Valley's 24-hour news station, and NBC brought you a fantastical February. Trust WTOV-9 to bring you the Ohio Valley's #1 newscast and NBC, America's most watched network.
Every time he hurts you.
Emergency. My mommy and daddy are having a fight.
Your children feel it.
Mommy! Mommy!
I beg him, don't do this in front of the kids.
Does he have any weapons? No. But he's hurting Mommy.
If you fight in front of your kids,
I could weep forever for what we are doing to the children.
Hello?
Watch the next Oprah.
Oprah, Monday afternoon at 4 on WTOV-9.